EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go here in Baltimore. First and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Bateman is the motion man. A first down throw for Jackson. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy six.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, Jackson. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Jackson up top again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Aguilar goes off in motion. On the option, they give it to Henry. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and that'll set up 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Ravens' 1st down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Here's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he will get into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. His kick is good. And the Ravens are on the board. It's now 14-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here comes a return from the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
So after 1, it's the Texans who have the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Second down and 3. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The give running right. It is Mixon. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. He keeps it himself.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. To throw is Stroud. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And now 3rd and goal coming up. Here's Stroud. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans will take a 21-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On play action, here's Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. As the clock will stop at 21 seconds to go until halftime. Again, it's Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout.
I don't think we all appreciate enough just how difficult it is to throw on the run. The technique, the arm strength, the accuracy, all of those things on complete display on that 1st down pass.
Jackson now to throw on first down. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on two more.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
On the give, here's Henry.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. So at halftime, it's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Stroud. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. They will work the middle with Mixon. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Now Stroud. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll give this to Mixon, running right. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here with Pierce. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this is why the head coach makes the big bucks, Mike, to make decisions like that. I think at this point in the 3rd quarter, you have a chance to really make a statement by coming away with 6. I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going for it on here on 4th down. I'm being aggressive.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. So we are through 3.
Please
We'll
like.
return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the give, this is Mixon. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A first down throw for Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews.
13 yards on the play.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Houston. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll get forward for about a yard. The big lineman, Aleem McNeil, ends the play there. Here's a 2nd and 9. Stroud to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Now a deep ball here for Collins. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, we got ourselves a 6-0 ball.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
On first down, it's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A second down throw for Goff. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Detroit.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
First and goal, and here's Montgomery. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. From the gun, it's Goff. And he's in. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. Here's first and 10. Now Mixon. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Stroud going to set up the throw. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jimmy Ward that time shuts it down. On play action, Goff. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. Goff to throw on 1st down. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And now it's 4th down. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down. To throw is Stroud. Push this one downfield, looking for Schultz. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He's got it at about the 8. He is in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And the quarterback had his opportunity to find this matchup. Good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Very little time remaining in this 1st half, as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll go play action with Goff. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Okudah.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. It's time the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, first half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's into the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now Stroud. This is intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson.
Intercepted by the Lions. They'll take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. To throw is Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. Down inside the 10. And he will score. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. First and 10. Now Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll run with Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down. They'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, now this brings up 3rd down, Mike, and a really tough call for this coach. Does he want to remain aggressive, put the ball in the air, and try to keep this offense on the field? Or can he be a little more conservative, not be afraid to punt the ball away, and hope his defense can finish this game out?
And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Stroud to throw. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 6 coming up. The Lions call their first timeout. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Here's Stroud. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Goff down to a knee. And that should be the final act in this one. 3rd and long. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. EA Sports and the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from the Steel City. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Wilson gonna throw right away. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A carry here for Warren. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On 2nd down, Russ. That's brought in right side by Pickens.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That's over the middle and caught by Collins. 11 yards on the pass there. 1st down for Houston.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Takedell. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. They will work the middle with Mixon. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Stroud. That is hard. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Wilson will throw again. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd and a yard. To throw again is Wilson. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Again, Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing again, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. Here's Pierce for the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. Push this one downfield, looking for Schultz. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On the ground, it's Mixon. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Stroud. Digs on the reception. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Second down and 8. To throw is Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. A run here with Mixon. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Throwing on second down, Stroud. And time's up in the pocket. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising...
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
So, points at 8. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Mixon. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. A dive and a catch. Incredible. We've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Russ. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Steelers 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right.
And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And the Texans are going to come up with the late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They didn't do a whole lot offensively, but they didn't need to. Defense star of the show here in this one as they go on to post the shutout. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation
Thanks for watching.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon. Oh, what a juke into space. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Fourth down. Here's Stroud. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now. Shotgun now with Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Stroud looking to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Now it's Mixon running right. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And Stroud now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. McCaffrey running up the middle. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This a 2nd and 8. This is McCaffrey on the give. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll buy some time right. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot.
This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Stroud to throw it. That is caught by Dell.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Mixing up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now a run with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. 2nd and 10.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 27.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, the offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Right, look, the offense pass. Obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say